1975. The last time a defense has performed like Ohio State's defense, it was the Florida Gators in 1975 that has accomplished what they've done. I didn't think going into this season that Ohio State could be better than what they were in that 4-game stretch run. And I said this to someone today. Think back 1 year ago where we were today, previewing last year. People wanted Ryan Day fired. You're coming off
everywhere.
Everyone. You drew Tennessee. Tennessee was going to make Neyland North, and they took their shirts off in the cold weather. And where you have come full circle a year from now and doing this, like, I could have never imagined it. I could have never written it up there as well. At the same part of me, I talked about how every team in this thing is kind of desperate. BYU's desperate. Alabama's desperate. You can take a look at Virginia being desperate. I think Indiana's desperate. But I think their desperation is something a little different. There's a couple of fans out there who will say Indiana would get boat raced by Vanderbilt or they would get destroyed by Tennessee. I'm like, that it kind of proves to me that you have watched no Indiana football this year and you haven't taken them seriously because you're just living off of the name. I think Indiana is fighting to remove that stereotype and that stigma. But because until they beat a team like Ohio State or beat a team in the playoffs, because let's be honest, they lost to Ohio State last year. They lost to Notre Dame in the playoff. They have a nice win in Oregon this year. Credit where credit's due in that realm. But again, I don't think the eyes of the nation were upon them at that moment. They need that moment where the eyes of the nation are upon them. They need that, we're introducing ourselves, that Indiana football is no longer the bottom dweller of the Big Ten. Like, no, we're here to stay. Mark Cuban's got our back. We're here for the long haul, which I do think with Cignetti's extension, with the NIL commitment that Cuban has made to that program, and people won't talk about that, this is going to be I do not see Indiana dropping off in the coming years. This is going to be a good football team.
But it's about taking that next step.
Right.
And you've gotten here, you made the playoff, but now winning at Oregon was one step. Surviving the environment at Penn State was another. Beating in anywhere in the Big Ten, beating Michigan and beating Ohio State, that is what the standard is. You've already beat Michigan last year. This is that next check mark that you are truly there. Going through Georgia, everyone has to go through Alabama and the SEC historically. That is the name you have to get past, jump that hurdle. This is that next step. Where do you match up against the Buckeyes? Because they are an institution. They are a historic, dominant program who recruits NFL talent. They pull them off of trees. You have to go, if you want to reset the thinking, you have to go change this. Because right now, if you are there, it becomes, what's the number? The Big 4 and the Little 14.
Right.
And if you have to get past that next one, get past the Big 2. And this is that next level for them. If Cignetti and them could do it, maybe it does mean more a little bit for Indiana if they just get over that hump. That's a mental thing. All right, we beat Ohio State. But if I'm thinking long term, if I'm thinking I might play them in a month and a half from now, how much do I want to give away?
Right. And with me for Indiana, if I'm Indiana and I drop to, I lose and I drop to the 4 position. Okay. And everything else goes chalk, and you're looking at a rematch with Oregon in the playoff, or you're looking at Ole Miss in the playoff. You get another chance at this. This is not their only chance. And again, it is taking the next step, as you said, because they got a first round bye. They got a first round bye for the playoff. They didn't have that last year.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Bye is a lot.
Again, who can you beat in the playoff field? Who do you beat in the playoff field? And that's going to be a big thing for them to get through here. So we'll see. I got the Buckeyes winning this game. I'll take Buckeyes to cover that as well. I think that's a low at there. If Ohio State wins that game, it's going to be by well more than the 4.5 point spread.
Yeah.
If they lose it, I could see them losing to Indiana by 3 if they're going to lose the game, but I don't see them winning the game by less than 4.5 points spread.
Yeah, just get after it and take care of business.